young men need to taste the dark side of life in order to become good. It's quite a touchy subject and it's quite controversial, but it's the sad truth, unfortunately, is that men need to rebel in order to become good. We can't be good from the start. We can't be mature from the start, especially for guys who have been raised in Christian or Muslim backgrounds with a good upbringing, or even atheist, whatever, but guys that have had good upbringing and taught good values and morals from a young age. We have to rebel against it, because as young men grow up, we have to become independent. We have to think independently. And a simple way to think independently is to take the opposite stance of whatever you were brought up in. If you're a young guy wanting to make your own way in life and be independent, and you've been brought up well by your father, you will naturally rebel against that. You can't keep the same values and do exactly the same things your father did and then break free from your father. It's just inevitable. It's like the parable of the son in the Bible who uses all his father's money and then goes and uses it on prostitutes, spends all his money, and is literally living out of a pigsty. And he comes home humbled, compared to the other son who has always been good, stayed home, supported the family, didn't spurn his money. All very well going the right path from the start. It's a nice idea, but majority of the time it doesn't work. We need to see things for ourselves. We need to experiment and actually see that things aren't what they all cracked up to be. I saw Jordan Peterson talking about this, and it really resonated with me because it's the truth. It's something that happened to me. I was brought up in a middle class, good family with morals. I was taught well by my dad. I had my dad in my life, but yet I still went astray. I had to. We naturally rebel. We smoke, we drink. We want to reject our middle class upbringing and try things for ourselves. We want to go our own way in the world. We think we know it all. And then we come back home, maybe not come back home, but after the years, we come back, we realize our ways, we realize we've been wrong, and we actually change for the better. And we've seen the dark side. But for me, that was moving to a different part of London, like a cheaper area, seeing how things really are, just wanting to be independent. But I needed to do that. I wouldn't be the man who I am today if I hadn't done that. I wish things could have been smooth sailing. At 16, stayed home, been cool with my parents, had a great relationship with my family, didn't make the mistakes I've made in life. But life doesn't work like that. You would be fragile and you would be weak. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I hope they've all made me better as a person. I feel like they've made me grow as a person. It's easy to learn from other people's mistakes. It's a nice thing, but unfortunately we don't generally learn unless something actually happens to us.